I'm here to talk about the Little Love body massage oil that's going to be launching on Sunday, October 15th. And Nectar, the body oil that's also going to be launching on October 15th. So I just kind of want to go over the products with you to tell you a little bit about them. I'll do another live on Monday as well when it's launching. But I just wanted to kind of go ahead and show you like what they were, the consistencies. Okay, so first off, when it comes to Prakash Organics oils, hey Sabrina, when it comes to Prakash Organics oils, my oils are classified by the FDA as being clinical grade, medical grade, whatever you want to call it. Because I only work with unrefined oils, which are also known as nutraceuticals. So the FDA acknowledges that there is healing and health benefits to unrefined oils. So because of that, they are actually, the FDA considers them a nutraceutical. And what unrefined oils are oils that are completely unfiltered, unadulterated. They haven't done anything to them yet. They basically like cold press. So all my oils are also cold pressed. They cold press the oils, and what squeezes out is what gets put in the bottles. They're not filtered. They're not altered. They're not manipulated. They're exactly what comes directly from the seed. The only oil I work with that is not cold pressed is the black currant seed oil. And black currant seed oil is a CO2 extraction. It's not hexane. It's a CO2 extraction. And the reason they have to do a CO2 extraction with it is because of the fact that only 10% of the seed has oil in it. So it's hard to get that black currant oil out of there. Black currant you'll find in the Brilliant CNE oil. And one of the reasons why black currant seed oil is so phenomenal is it has a high level of naturally occurring ferulic acid. And as many of you know, ferulic acid makes vitamin C work fourfold better. Also, when you combine vitamin C with vitamin E, it makes your vitamin C work eightfold better. So that's why you see a lot of vitamin C serums out there with vitamin E added and or ferulic acid added because it just makes it so much better. So far I've only had face oils come out. Launching these two products has been, I'm not joking, it's been like being pregnant and giving birth. It's taken about 18 months. The reason the oils have taken so long is because first I wanted to do metal pumps so I could be completely plastic free, but then the cost of the metal pumps on their own were $5. We're like, yeah, I can't do that. Like consumers are not going to want to have to pay the fee for the metal pump. The second thing is 4 ounces was perfectly fine for the Little Love oil. But I myself as a consumer, it drives me nuts when I go buy in body oil and they only come in these 4-ounce sizes. I want a big thing of body oil like this. So I originally wanted to do 6 ounces because I wanted to get the price lower. But 6-ounce bottles don't exist in China. Unless I have a special mold made and basically create my own bottle. And then when you do that, you have to order a minimum of 10,000 bottles. I basically had to choose between the 4-ounce and the 8-ounce. The first distributor that I was working with gave me this information and I wasn't willing to accept it. I'm like, nope, I can do better. We can do better. And so I stopped working with her and then started working with another company. And when I worked with the other company, I basically kept getting the same information. So I finally had to actually accept the information and move on with the 8-ounce bottle. And my hands are oily right now. That's why they're starting to get some marks on this. As you know, with my matte bottles, if you have oil on your hands, it will kind of transfer to the matte a little bit. So that's one of the reasons why these bottles took so long. The other issue is I couldn't get people to come down. Like I didn't want to have to buy more than 2,000 to 3,000 bottles at a time because I just couldn't afford it. And a lot of companies don't want to work with you unless you order 5,000. I did have to order 5,000 pumps. So I have 5,000 of these and I have 2,000 of these and same with this. So when I restock these bottles, the nice thing I guess is that I don't have to buy the pumps. So let's first talk about the Little Love unrefined baby massage oil. Again, all my oils are considered clinical grade because they're made from unrefined, also known as nutraceuticals. I really wanted to find an oil a baby massage oil that kind of utilized the different oils you see around the world that people massage their babies with. So that's why like watermelon's the first ingredient. Watermelons is what the mamas in Africa massage their babies with. It has grapeseed oil, which is another really common ingredient you see in baby oils. I'm not quite sure which country utilizes that one the most. Apricot oil is really common here in America, in Germany. I put meadow foam in here because it's such a phenomenal oil for everyone's skin. And then also meadow foam prolongs the shelf life. It's kind of like a natural preservative. When you add meadow foam to other oils, it automatically makes all those other oils work better. And then it also has blueberry because I just love the blueberry. You'll notice that it's in the majority of my formulations. I keep putting it in because I love her so much. So I have not even pumped these yet. This is the first time I've actually pumped it myself in the finished bottles. Like I had the sample bottles that I tested, but this is the first time on my own. So we're going to do it together. So here's the baby massage oil. Here's what the consistency is. Okay, so it's like an oil. It's quite runny. It's quite clear. She smells like blueberries and almonds. And the reason why she smells like almonds is because, so when it comes to the stone fruit, they're not called seeds as much as they're called kernels. Because when you open up the pit in the side of a stone fruit, it has actually kind of a large little kernel in there. So whether it's peach or cherry or nectarines, apricots. So apricots, and I don't know if it's all stone fruit or just, I think it's just apricots, but apricots are part of the almond family. And so the apricot kernel actually smells like almonds, almond extract. And it's very common for almond extract actually to be made from, because they sell we sell the crap out of almonds. They don't want to like use it for making almond extract. They want to sell the whole almond. Whereas like apricots are harvested and then they're left with the pit, and the apricot kernels are not used as much. So they actually utilize apricot kernels to make almond extract. The other thing is it's starting to go around more. You can Google it and find out about it. But there's two things that are being combined to heal, I gotta be careful, to basically heal cancer. And one of them is soursop leaves, which soursop is the second oil that's in this baby. And it's apricot kernels. So that's the other benefit of apricot kernels. It's very anti-cancer. So even though this is called a baby massage oil, anyone can use it. You can use it on your children. You can use it as an adult. It's not going to be as hydrating as my Nectar oil, but that is the beauty of Prakash Organics oils. You can use them on anyone and you can put them anywhere. Like I sometimes, the Samson beard and hair oil, I love wearing this on my face. It's a phenomenal oil on my face. I bet a lot of my clients are going to switch over to start using this oil on their face as well, just because it's such a lovely oil. And my oils are truly oils. I don't add any additives. There's no fillers. There's no bulking agents. There's no silicone. There's no petroleum. Like, for example, when you see like Moroccan hair oil, you would never want to use it on your face because Moroccan hair oil is mainly silicone. And then towards the bottom, they sprinkle in a little bit of argan oil. So with my products, they're all pure. You can use them all over your body. And this one does not have any comedogenic ingredients. With this one, it does have some shea in it. So we'll get to that in a little bit. And so for some people, shea can be a little bit more, cause a little bit more blackheads in their pores if you have larger pores. But this one will not do that. So she's going to be $59. Some people might be shocked, like, oh my gosh, how can you charge $59 for a baby massage oil? Okay, here's one of the things that you'll learn about Prakash Organics. I truly try to make the price of the oils what it actually costs to make them. There is it's not a lot, but there is a slightly higher markup on my face oils, and the body oils I did have to price down a little bit more because there was just no way I could do those higher end prices. But when it comes to the skincare industry, skincare companies never really look at how much it costs to make a product. They look at what the price is in the marketplace. It's why you'll see an eye cream that has a 1/4 ounce of product in it and can cost you $100. And then you'll turn around and see a huge bottle of something and they can be like, well, this one is only $50. They do not pay attention to what it costs to make. They pay attention to where it is placed in the marketplace and what other people charge, depending on where where they hit in the industry. So like, you know, drugstore products are always going to be lower end. Luxurious products are always going to be higher end. So a company that is a luxurious product, for example, cosmetics has these two products. One is called Alt A and one is called Eye Complex. They're both in the Elite line and they're both very similar ingredients. The Eye Complex has some couple extra actives, but in general, the two products themselves are almost the same actives. The eye cream, which is 0.36 of an ounce, $150. The moisturizer, which is 2 ounce, $120. So that's what I'm kind of talking about. This guy is not cheap to make. She's 8 ounces. There's a lot in here. Same with this one. This is 120 ounces. She was not cheap to make. So that is why the prices on the body products are more, is because you're getting a much higher volume of product. As some of you know, when it came to my face oils last year or the beginning of this year, I was able to find some different sourcing for things. So like eye care and Brilliant CNE oil both dropped by $10. That's unheard of in the industry. Instead of like me just pocketing the money, I wanted to pass the savings on to my clients. So I actually lowered the price of them. This body oil will probably never drop in price. Okay, so let's move on to her. So this one's going to be $59. She's lovely. She's organic. Your babies will love her. Nectar. This one will never drop in price because right now she has 3% tetraxodecyl ascorbate, which is one of the most bioavailable forms of vitamin C. It also stimulates your collagen better than L-ascorbic acid. When it comes to the studies on tetraxodecyl ascorbate, all the studies that they've done are between 0.5 and 10%. And they started showing the benefits. Like technically, if you have 0.5% a tetraxodecyl ascorbate in a formula, you could claim that it is a clinical level. It's weak sauce, but you could claim it. The highest you'll see on the market is 10. Like DermaQuest, the new skincare line that I work with, they put 10% in all of, like their vitamin C serum has 10%. I think their vitamin C mask also has 10%. My Brilliant CNE oil has 7%. I wanted a high percentage, but I couldn't really get it up to 10 at that price. Could I have changed it to 10 and then kept it at the same price? Yes. And I maybe might do that eventually down the road as I get bigger, but I'm pretty happy with the 7%. Most companies are only putting 3 to 4% in their over-the-counter tetraxodecyl ascorbate products. It is 3 times stronger than vitamin C. So if like mine's 7%, so technically it's like 21%. The reason it's in here at 3% is because you can see how big the bottle is. I could not, like I originally had it in here at 4% and it made the product over $100. And so I backed it back off to the 3%. Is it still clinical? It sure is. 0.5 is considered clinical, and I'm at 0.3. This is the same level as a ton of over-the-counter tetraxodecyl ascorbate products that people use as like face serums. So the reason why this one won't drop in price is I'm able to start manufacturing it lower. I'm gonna up the vitamin C that's in the formula. So Nectar, this product, this is honestly the product that I'm the most proud of. I'm really emotional about it. She has been like giving birth. This one has been a struggle. I will say the perks of taking me so long to get her launched is I kept messing around with her. I kept discovering new oils and adding new things in. And so she actually got better because she took longer to make. So the oils in this bad boy, and this one's going to sell for $98. Okay. Online, when you buy her though, she's going to cost $103. And the reason why is if you go to one of my wholesale accounts and get it directly, it'll be $98 at those locations. But she's $103 because I am tacking on a flat $5 shipping fee that's going to be in the price of the oil and not an add-on on shipping. Because if you spend $150 or more, you do get free shipping on my website. But she's pricey to ship because she's got a lot of weight behind her. And so I just could not afford to put this one on as a free shipping product. And especially because she's $98, she's pretty easy to then get up above $150. So she's going to have a flat $5 shipping fee regardless of how much money you spend. That will not change. The perk of it is that it does encourage people to go support the wholesale accounts. But she's going to retail for $98. And then I'm going to have a second size. I don't have it in here. Oh, it's going to be this big. Okay, this is a 2-ounce size. This is 60 milliliters. And she's going to be $38. So basically you can get like the sample size and then the big size if you want. The sample size will have a metal cap. It's going to be a pour out. It has no pump or anything. Okay, so what's inside of her? She's got tomato, soursop. We were talking earlier about soursop leaves and being anti-cancer. Like not anti-cancer, literally heals it. Prickly pear, shea, papaya, cantaloupe, pomegranate, beriti, and then 3% of the tetracyclic-ascorbate. So tomato is super rich in carotenoids. It's low with antioxidants. Carotenoids are like your lycopene, your lutein, your zeaxanthin. Like anytime you see something that's like this color, those are carotenoids. This is a ginseng toner. These are carotenoids that make it this color. Carotenoids are what protect us from the sun. Beta carotene, aka vitamin A, that's a carotenoid, okay? So it's got tomato in her. Tomato is one of the oils I've really been wanting to work with, but she's got a very strong scent. She smells like if you've ever gone out to your garden and like played in the tomatoes and, you know, pinched off the suckers and cut branches and then you smell your fingers and it's got like that very green, like tomatoey smell. That's what unrefined tomato oil smells like. So also the thing with a lot of the oils that are in this formulation are phenomenal for post-sun exposure. This is not an SPF. I will never claim it's an SPF because I cannot claim it's an SPF. I have no idea what the SPF, the SP factor would be on it. But with that being said, it is going to give you some SPF because of the carotenoids and the flavonoids and the polyphenols in it. And you'll see when I go to pump it, I haven't even pumped her yet. Yep, so you just twist it, I guess. So you just twist it and look at her. So she's going to be kind of orangey. There she is. So see? So people may think, oh my gosh, that's going to make my clothes orange. It won't. Once you put this oil on, your skin actually drinks it up pretty fast. And once your skin drinks it, it will not mark you. Now, with that being said, I put this on and then immediately went and like got on my white down comforter. And then, yeah, it left orange on my white down comforter. It washes out immediately. Isn't that so good? It washes out immediately. But you want these carotenoids, that's the nutrients. That's what your skin's going to drink. The thing with unrefined oils is that they're going to get into your bloodstream. My oils are like supplements. Instead of like taking a pill and taking it internally, this is like supplements for your skin. So it's got tomato in it, which has those amazing carotenoids, and it reduces the negative effects of sunburns. It's anti-inflammatory. It reduces redness. And the other thing is that almost all the oils in this formula are also really good for acne. So if you have back acne, body acne, it's going to help with that. It then has the soursop. Soursop is also super rich in flavonoids, polyphenols, saponins, which I need to look those up again, but they're kind of the same like fancy scientific thing as flavonoids and polyphenols. They combat major free radical. They combat free radicals that then that helps reduce the signs of aging when we neutralize our free radicals. It's naturally gentle. It's non-irritating. It's perfect for all skin types. It balances oily skin, soothes sensitive skin, hydrates dry skin. It's used for acne and breakouts. And again, there is a lot of research on soursop leaves. This again is the seed oil, but there's a lot of research on soursop leaves that people are drinking the tea and curing their cancer. Next, it's got prickly pear in it. So as you know, like prickly pear is, it's got 150 times more vitamin E than argan oil. It's a bioavailable form of nature's hyaluronic acid. It's prickly pear. Think about the prickly pear cactuses and then those really pretty pink fruits on them. It's the seeds that are inside those fruit. I wish the oil smelled like prickly pear, but prickly pear seed oil actually smells like cactuses. So it also has vitamin K in it, which improves the appearance of dark spots. So again, it's going to help with pigmentation on your arms and things like that. It helps with hyperpigmentation, evening out skin tone. It's also anti-inflammatory. It repairs damage caused by UVs in the environment. It's the first ingredient in my heavier face oil. Okay, it also has shea in it. So the reason I ended up putting shea in it is because I needed some oomph behind it. I really needed it to be deeply hydrating. So shea helps restore collagen, plumps the skin, reduces the appearance of fine lines and aging. It's an excellent treatment for burns and sun damage, and it can help reduce the appearance of scars and stretch marks. It then has papaya in it, which this one says that it's antimicrobial. The thing is that unrefined oils are like essential oils in the sense that they're all anti-inflammatory. I mean, not anti-inflammatory. Well, they kind of are. They're all antimicrobial, okay? So I'm touching my hair now. It's getting all oily. Okay, so it's antimicrobial, the papaya. It reduces scars. It has exfoliating properties because papaya is where papain comes from, and papain is a very common enzyme you'll see in skincare. So the two main enzymes you'll see in skincare, because they're gentle for over-the-counter use, are papain, which comes from pineapples, and no, papain comes from papaya, and bromelain comes from pineapples. So it's got the natural papain in it coming from the seeds. It rejuvenates the skin by getting rid of dead skin cells, excess sebum. It helps with excess sebum on the skin, and sebum is your own body's oil. It actually helps tone and tighten the skin, so it's known as a kind of like an astringent in a way. I'm getting so excited, it's aggravating my asthma. It's also going to help with like dark spots and things like that because of its exfoliating. It also has a high concentration of vitamin C. Then we get to the cantaloupe, and cantaloupe boosts collagen production. It's also anti-inflammatory. It helps reverse skin damage. Think about what the outside of a cantaloupe looks like. So when I go to like formulate things, I really kind of think about what the fruits are and what the things are with the oils that I want to use. So I think of like the skin of the cantaloupe, and then like when you open it up and there's just this beautiful juicy fruit inside. That's kind of like what I think of like what cantaloupe is going to do for our skin. It's going to keep it, it's for like, you know, crackly old lady looking skin, right? Because it's kind of like what a cantaloupe looks like on the outside. Also helps with sunburns, like it's a major oil for sunburns. Then we got pomegranate. So pomegranate is a very unique oil. I don't like seeing it in facial oils as much. It's because it's very waxy. It definitely kind of has a coating aspect to it. But for a body oil, it's fantastic. So the pomegranate has punicic, P-U-N-I-C, I can't say it right, punicic acid, which it's a rare acid. Like pomegranate's one of the only things that it's in. So it has that. It is high in polyunsaturated fats. It's also known, it's the only known botanical form of conjugated linoleic acid, which I need to look up why that's so amazing. But like linoleic acid is one of the, like when it comes to all, there's linoleic, there's leic, there's oleic, like there's these different types of polyunsaturated fats that are really good for the skin. And linoleic oils are the ones that tend to be the best for the face because they're not comedogenic and the body recognizes them a little bit more, like just really wants to drink them in. Well, this has a form of conjugated linoleic acid, and it's the only known natural source of it. So that's kind of cool. It's also one of the most powerful based antioxidants known. And then beriti. So beriti is a phenomenal oil. I really had to back off on the beriti on this because beriti is very, very dark orange. Beriti is the richest source of natural beta carotene known on the planet. So as you know, beta carotene is nature's form of vitamin A. There's this big argument about how that's why vitamin A only tends to come from animals, because what happens is we have to eat beta carotene and then it gets stored in our body as vitamin A. So beta carotene itself is not vitamin A, but it converts to vitamin A in the body. With that being said, this is absolutely pregnancy safe. It is absolutely breastfeeding safe. You got to remember that when it comes to the retinoids, retinoic acid, retinol aldehyde, also known as retinal, those are vitamin A derivatives. They're extracted out of vitamin A. It's like one of the components of vitamin A. Just like vitamin C is one of the components in the papaya oil. So don't think that like, oh, this has vitamin A, I can't use it. You absolutely can. It's in there in its whole form. It's not in there as an extract. It's in there as its whole form, so it's totally safe. It's just like eating carrots when you're pregnant. You can totally eat carrots when you're pregnant and breastfeeding. So it has the highest source of vitamin A than any other natural form. It boosts collagen production, helps with cellular turnover. It neutralizes free radicals from the pollution. It fades pigmentation. It is amazing for after sun effects. So I had to back off on the amount that I wanted to put it in here because it made it too orange. And I just didn't want to have that big of an issue. So I backed off on that one, but it's still definitely in here. And then it has the 3% tetrahexadecylascorbate, which is 3 times stronger than ascorbic acid. It's a more stable form. So L-ascorbic acid, as you know, is water soluble. And the issue with being water soluble is that lots of times it can't get to the top surfaces of the skin. You're going to basically urinate it out before it can get into your tissues. So that's why you can infuse up to 20 times more vitamin C into your skin topically than what is there naturally. The best way to get vitamin C into your skin is topically. With that being said, vitamin C is also the most essential nutrient that your skin absolutely needs that we do not make on their own. If you only use one ingredient on your skin, besides sunscreen, it's vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C. So that's why it was so important to me that I put vitamin C in the body oil. Is you'll see once you start using this oil and you start noticing the changes in your skin, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. The other thing with vitamin C is that L-ascorbic acid stimulates your collagen production by 20%, and tetrahexadecylascorbate stimulates your collagen production by 50%. So it used to be that L-ascorbic acid was the most superior form of vitamin C to use, and now it's been replaced by this tetrahexadecylascorbate because it does exactly what L-ascorbic acid does. It fits in the exact same receptor site, but it boosts your collagen more. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Because I have to get going. Excuse me. I have to get down to the post office to get everything dropped off before the end of the day. Does the Brilliant C&E suffice for vitamin C dose? It absolutely does. So Brilliant C&E has 7, that's this one right here. It has 7% tetrahexadecylascorbate, which vitamin C is, tetrahexadecylascorbate is 3 times as concentrated. So this is, if you compare this to an L-ascorbic acid serum, it'd be 21% L-ascorbic acid. So I use one of the higher levels of tetrahexadecylascorbate in this formula. Like I was saying earlier, that majority of over-the-counter serums, even the ones that say that they're clinical grade, they're only using about 3 or 4% of it because it's an expensive ingredient. So one of the reasons why I put it in here at a higher dose is because basically I just wanted to be like, mine's better. So, and I wanted it to work. Eventually the body oil will have more of it in there. I just couldn't put it in as high of a dose and keep the price under $100. So right now she's in here at 3. You're still absolutely going to get benefits for that. The vitamin C, the studies start at 0.5%. So this one actually has about the same amount of tetrahexadecylascorbate as the majority of over-the-counter serums. So like for instance, Cosmetics Brilliant C, it has 4% tetrahexadecylascorbate for the face. So yes, very much, Nancy. Do I have any more questions before I'm going to let you go? See, and I will say that this does have a stronger scent. It kind of smells like, it smells like a garden. It smells like a vegetable salad. So when you first put it on, you definitely get this amazing, like, very green scent, kind of like fresh cut grass in a way, maybe, kind of. But it dissipates. Like, there's 0 scent. The reason why is my skin drank it. So that's the things, like, that's after a while. Like, you saw how a while ago I put the oil on. See, like, there's hardly any residue on this towel. Okay? And that's because my skin drank those carotenoids. It drank those polyphenols. It drank those saponins. Like, they're now in my body. They're going to eventually go into my bloodstream. Like, my skin drank the nutrients. They didn't, like, rub off or go away. They went inside. All right, any more questions before? These will both be launching on Sunday on my 25-year-old son's birthday. Again, this one is going to be 98. And then the travel size, not the travel size, but the sample size, which is going to be 2 ounces, 60 milliliters, it'll be 38. And then the baby massage oil, child oil, anybody can use it. You can even use this on your face if you want to. This one is going to be 59, and it is 120 milliliters, so it's 4 ounces. It's half the size of this one. And both of the pumps lock. thank you all for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. I hope you get the chance and the opportunity to try my oils. And have a great weekend.